I gotta start do these videos all over again. Hey, shalom to you brothers out there. Shalom. All praises to the Most High's only begotten Son and the Holy Spirit, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, my forefathers, our forefathers. That's the true God of the Bible. And salutations to the 1/3 and 144. All you brothers out there and the sisters enduring and keeping the faith. So this is one of the few times I was doing this video on my bed. Got my dog right here. He's laying down. Name is Bear. Good job, Bear. And I just want to say a few things to the spirit, man. Just to go into everything that's been happening with me these past few days, and pretty much I just want to talk about my childhood, because when I heard what the brother said today, it kind of shook me to the core, to the point where I was baffled and I was surprised. Not to make myself of anything or make myself of any number. Trust me, brothers. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to say I'm this. I'm not trying to say I'm that. But there's a reason why I went through everything I went through in my past few generations. There's a reason why I went through a whole lot of hell. I've been through hell and came back. I'm lucky I'm still here. So I know it's not all about me. It's about a collective whole. It's about, I don't pay attention to what these people do. They're going to do what they do. It's about the ones that actually are enduring, the ones that are keeping the faith. And, the brother who was talking about Adonijah. I'm not going to try to take the kingdom away from my father again, because it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to Solomon, the rightful heir. It belongs to, Solomon, not Adonijah, not any of the other children. That's pretty much what I try to do. I try to take away the kingdom from my father. And what happened? I got put to death. And so it's pretty interesting how that worked out. Bathsheba, she came to David and she was like, well, hey, it's not Solomon supposed to be the rightful heir. Why is Adonijah reigning? And he was like, well, hey, Solomon is the rightful heir. It's not supposed to be anybody else. And that's my big brother, and I love my family. I'm gonna stick with my family all the way to the end. I'm not going anywhere, man. There's nowhere else I can go. As much as I want to get the fuck up out of this place, out of this hellhole, it's an enclosed system. Nobody's going anywhere, and so I just got to continue to endure. But the whole point of this lesson was me going into my childhood, and pretty much. What had me talking about this was, like I said, what happened earlier when I heard the brother say that. So when I was little, right, and I always used to, talk to my mother about this. You brothers might understand it. You may not understand it. I don't know. This is only happening with me, right? I used to always have different dreams of like catastrophic things happening. In this place in Babylon the Great, and I really never understood what it meant. I always used to pass out. My mother, she would always tell me, she was like, hey, you always used to pass out. You always like demons would try to get you, because I almost died a lot of times when I was little. So I think they were trying to get me out of here before I reached my full potential. And that's just a reality of my childhood. Things like deja vu. Me being in these apartments right now, I had a dream about this, and this is when I was in the group home, actually. When I was in the group home, right? This is similar to the point when I was in the group home, I used to have be alone. I wasn't around a lot of kids. I was always alone. I was always by myself. So I always used to have these dreams. I used to read a lot. I was always like reading books. That's how I have a fucking mega mind. I was always reading books and stuff like that. And I dreamed about this apartment right here. It's fucking strange, man, but it's true. I dreamed about these apartments. I dreamed that I was in this area, that school right there, Papago, because I went there when I was little, right? I dreamed I was in this area. I dreamed, and you know what? I dreamed like I was like running around, you know, that little shopping area right next to the Walmart. I dream it was like it's fucking it's weird. I really can't explain it all. I really can't explain it, but I dreamed I was like running around over there, like things were happening. I don't like I said I can't fucking explain it, but things were fucking happening. Things were fucking happening, and so I always used to have these dreams as a kid, man. I think it's all adding up now because the more I look back, the more I really started to understand like why was I having these dreams, why was I experiencing these different things, and it was all for a reason. And so it all adds up to what I'm saying right now. I went through a whole lot of trauma as a kid, and there was always I was always like different. Like I was always bullied and, around a lot of people, but people really never understood. My spirit never really fit in everywhere I went. And I think that was all for a reason, man, because the Lord, He had something, you know, special in my life. And for a long time, I never really, like, highly esteemed myself. I always looked at myself like I was a nobody. And, that's a certain mentality I got to break out of, man. But I am a somebody. I am strong. I am. The Lord is with me, man, and I have this mentality because it's true. And so when I heard that today, it took me back. I kind of knew it, but I didn't know it, if you know what I mean. And I even when I was at Papago Park earlier today. And when I left that place, I was talking to a couple people, and pretty much I was explaining how some of us actually come back, and we've been here many times. I didn't go into the details, man. I just explained it. We've been here many times, and so um, I was like, well, if Bethlehem Ephrata is here, that means some of us actually came back many times in our past few generations. We actually did a lot of this stuff. And I think that's what it all goes back to the missions that I was going on. I never realized it, brother, but it was just happening subconsciously. And I don't know, just I was feeling weird. I didn't know how to express myself. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's who, very fucking interesting. Very interesting. Very fucking interesting, man. And all I can do is endure and keep the faith because most of these people are not gonna understand. And I'm not here to get people to understand. That's why I be kind of weirded out that they be watching me, even though I'm not really doing anything. But I guess things are happening in the spirit. I think people can feel what I'm feeling. People can see what I'm seeing, and it's just weird. I didn't never wanted it to be like this. When I was in my first estate, I never wanted to come down here, but I fucking came down here, and all this shit started happening. Most of the shit that happened on the earth was caused by me on this fucking flat plane, and that's why I'm still going through it, brothers. But you know what? I'm getting stronger and stronger. That's the thing. It's weird. It's like I'm getting everything back from the Most High. I'm getting everything back. He's increasing me, and I love it, man. You know, the brother. He said, if you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? I'm like, well, I'm a beautiful, perfectly made creature. You know, Snow. What was the other girls, man? My girls, they're beautiful, man. This world tried to take them out, but they couldn't take them out. You see what I'm saying? And so that's pretty much what I wanted to say, man. Um, I know all Israel's watching. Brothers in the new covenant, they're watching. Brothers that were in the new covenant, continue to preach out the new covenant. Don't stop, man. I know that's what I'm gonna keep on doing because it's beautiful, man. Smile. I gotta learn to smile more, man, because I'm still overcoming all this crap, man. But I'm learning to smile again and just be in that Thanksgiving, merry spirit. Um, But yeah, the new covenant is beautiful. Being Israel is beautiful. Where I'm standing at is I'm Israel and I am the new covenant. That's why I'm going to it more and more. Because I am the story. And I'm not boasting or anything like that. I'm just letting you know what the Lord put in my mouth to say. Even when I was with the brothers, right, bringing out the new covenant, it's like a couple years ago. I said this to the spirit, right? I said everything's gonna go back to its original form. Block that. Everything's gonna go back to its original form. Block the AI. Block the camera. The AI is fucking everything up, and I don't like fucking people knowing what I'm doing. People are, it's just weird, man. Oh man. But yeah, I said that a while back. I said everything's gonna go back to its original form, and that's pretty much what happened. And so this is where I found myself. This is where I'm standing at. I didn't give myself this role. It chose me, just like it chose you, brothers. And that's where I'm standing at, man. And pretty much with that, all praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutations to the 1/3 and the 144. You brothers out to keep the faith and endure. Hey, shalom. I'm out. This kingdom belongs to Solomon. That's who I'm following all the way to the end. Who am I faithful to? My dad. Malik. Block that image. And Solomon. Christ. Not no Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Akakwadash, none of that bullshit. Cause that's not in the scriptures, man. Brothers gotta get rid of the fucking graven images and the graven fucking names, man. Cause that's not in there. Stop following fucking GMS. Cause these Pharisees ain't gonna tell you the whole truth. They're just gonna say, oh, they have 100% truth, but they ain't gonna tell you the whole truth, man. See? And that's why I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not stopping. Faithful to the end. All praises to the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salutation to the 1/3 and the 144. You brothers out there, keep the faith and endure. Hey, shalom.